Hi, I'm your Srinivas sir from Sri Sai Sadbhavana School. You know very well, due to Corona effect, we are doing the online classes. In this year, I am teaching science subject for you. That is science subject for third standard. I hope you are very well. Okay, follow the health tips and be safe in the home. Okay, as well as read well, practice well. Otherwise, you will lose the subject grip. Okay, so better you follow all the suggestions are given by the school. I hope you have all purchased the textbook. If you purchase the textbooks, it is very useful for you for your better understanding. Okay. So in the first chapter, science subject, first chapter, living and non-living things. What is the name of the first chapter, living and non-living things? So I am giving some instructions for you. While I am reading, please watch the textbook. Please watch the textbook. When I am explaining, please see the video. Okay, so you can understand the words very properly. Okay, you are new to third standard, so here we are going in deep. Okay, not like that the second standard. So just while I am telling, please watch the textbook. At the time, you just watch the textbook and read along with me. Okay, I hope you understand. So we will move into the lesson. The first lesson is living and non-living things. Living and non-living things. Here they are given some important terms. Afterwards we will go. First we will go to the lesson, page number 5. In the page number 5. I will start. See, after this figure, they have started here. So I am reading from here. You start reading, or you just in the mind itself you read. Okay. I will start. We see a number of things around us. Creatures like cat, dog and elephant have life. They move from one place to another on their own in search of food and shelter. Such creatures are called living things. Things like table, chair and fan are lifeless. They cannot move on their own. They need some external force to move from one place to another. Such things are called non-living things. I hope you understand. Now I will explain. We see a number of things around us. What are we are seeing around us when you come to, or when you are staying in the home, or when you come to outside, you see so many things around you. You see so many things around you like bus, vans, vehicles, plants, animals, dog, cat, human beings, small insects, small creatures, everything you will see. Okay, in that some are moving and some are not moving. Okay, for example, creatures like cat, dog and elephants have life. That means you are seeing some having life animals or creatures which have life. Okay. They move from one place to another on their own. That means they are moving on their own. See, some dog, nobody can push it or will send it, but it will move through here and there in search of, for what purpose? In search of food and shelter. Food and shelter. Such creatures are called living things. Such creatures are called living things. Then what are living things? Living things means the things which have life. Things which have life are called as living things. Living things. Next, next you see some things like table, chair, fan are lifeless. They don't have life. They don't have life. For example, this book. This book don't have life. Okay, this chalk piece, or what you are watching the mobile, that mobile, everything, they don't have life. So they cannot move on their own. That means they cannot move from one place to another place without the help of man, without the help of anybody. so they need some external force to move from one place to another. For example, in your home, if you want to move the chair, you have to apply some external force, or you have to put it and keep it in some other place. Okay, it can't move from place to place. If you keep something place and you leave it for so many years, it will stay there only. It can't move even an inch or even a centimeter. So such things are called as non-living things. Such things are called as non-living things. That means non-living things means things which don't have life. Things which are without life. Things without life are called as non-living things. They are called as non-living things. I hope you understand. Next para they are given, chair and table remain at their places unless somebody pushes it. Fan remains stationary unless the electric switch is switched on. That means chair and table remain at their places unless somebody pushes it. As I already explained, chairs and something, but wherever you kept, there only it is. It cannot move from one place to another place without the help of others. Even fan, when you switch on the fan, then only it starts rotate. Then only it starts rotate. I hope you understand what are living things and non-living things. Living things, things which have life. Non-living things which don't have life. They are called as non-living things. Okay. Next, turn the page to next page, sixth page. Now, non-living, I will read. Non-living things are of two types. Non-living things are of two types. Things like book, computer and clothes are made by man. They are known as man-made non-living things. Things like sun, moon and planets occur in nature. They are not made by man. Such things are called natural or non-living things. Okay, here in non-living things, there are two types. In non-living things, there are two types. So, what are they? Man-made and natural. Man-made and natural. So, what are the things that are man-made? What are the things that are man-made? Things like book, computer. These are all man-made materials. Book, computer, clothes, your mobile. These are all man-made. They are called as man-made non-living things. Then when you come to natural, they are all the sun, the moon, the planet. These are all made by nature. They are created by the nature. So they are called as natural non-living things. For example, sun, moon. Next, planets, rocks, hills. So these are all the examples for natural natural non-living things. Natural non-living things. Here they are given some pictures. Okay, see, these are all the natural non-living things. These are all the example for man-made non-living things. Man-made non-living things and natural non-living things. Observe the picture given below and write down the which are the living things and which are non-living things. Here they are given. Okay, see the figure. First one, bucket. It is living or non-living? Yes, it is non-living. Car. Once again non-living. Chair. Once again non-living. It is cat. Cat is living thing. Cat is living thing. I hope you understand what is the difference between living and non-living things. Okay. Next we will go for futures of living and non-living things. Futures of living and non-living things. I will read the lesson. Living things breathe. All living things need air to breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. They use nose, mouth, and lungs to breathe. Fish breathe through gills. Plants breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. They use carbon dioxide in the process of photosynthesis. Plants breathe through tiny pores present under the leaves called stomata. Have you seen any book, table, or chair present in your home breathing in or breathing out? No, they are non living things. Non living things cannot breathe. Okay, if you want, once again I will read. Living things breathe. Features of living things and non living things topic. Living things breathe. All living things need air to breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. They use nose, mouth, and lungs to breathe. Fish breathe through gills. Plants breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. They use carbon dioxide in the process of photosynthesis. Plants breathe through tiny pores present under the leaves called stomata. Have you seen any book, table, or chair present in your home breathing in or breathing out? No, they are non living things. Non living things cannot breathe. Here, what they are giving, living things breathe. Living things breathe. For example, we are the living things. What we are doing? We are taking in the oxygen and breathing out the carbon dioxide. Same way, all the living things breathe. For example, cat, dog, all the animals, all the insects, all the creatures, including plants, fishes, which are living inside the water also, they are also breathing. They are also breathing. So how they breathe? They are given all living things need air to breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. We breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. All the living things, including plants also. Okay, they use nose. Some animals use nose. Some animals use mouth. Some animals use directly to the lungs. Okay, fish breathe through gills. See here, they are given the gills. In the figure, you just watch in the page number 7, first figure, second figure, gills. Okay. Next, plants breathe carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. Plants breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. They use carbon dioxide in the process of photosynthesis. They use this carbon dioxide in the process of photosynthesis. Plants breathe through tiny pores present under the leaves called stomata. Okay, have you seen any book? Have you seen any book or table is breathing? No, they can't breathe. They can't breathe in or breathing out. No, they are non-living things. Non-living things cannot breathe. That means non-living things cannot breathe. Okay, plants use this carbon dioxide. Use this carbon dioxide while breathing. They take in carbon dioxide for the preparation of food and breathe out this oxygen. Okay. Breathe out oxygen through the stomata. Through the stomata, under the leaf, there is an opening. There is an opening. This like structure, they use this stomata for the purpose of breathing. For the purpose of breathing. So, what is the first feature of living and non-living things? Living things breathe. Living things breathe. Okay, non-living things cannot breathe. Non-living things cannot breathe. Okay, this is the first characteristics of or features of living and non-living things. When you move to second one, living things have life cycle. Living things have life cycle. A boy grows into a man. A boy grows into a man. A kitten grows into a cat. A kitten grows into a cat. Seeds grow into seedlings, which further grow into plants. Plants grow into big trees after certain age or other external factors. All living things die or get destroyed. I am reading, so watch the textbook. Once again, I am reading. Living things have life cycle. Living things have life cycle. A boy grows into a man, a kitten grows into a cat. Seeds grow into seedlings, which further grow into plants. Plants grow into big trees after certain age or other external factors. All living things die or get destroyed. Have you seen any pen, pencil or eraser kept in your pencil box grow? No, this is because they are non-living things. Non-living things do not have life cycle. Here they have given the life cycle. Living things have life cycle. That means all the living things. They start from the smaller one, younger one, bigger, then to the old. Everything, cats, dogs, elephants, or even plants, okay, even man. When you are born, you are very, very small. Okay, then now you come to second standard, sorry, then you join to LKG. At the time you are very, very small. Then next you grown up for the first standard, second standard, now you are in third standard. When you go to higher classes, you become taller, okay, and after that your life cycle starts, okay. Now when you born, then only your life cycle starts, that is continuing, that is continuing, okay. Here the living things have life cycle, living things have life cycle. But have you seen any pen or pencil or eraser kept in a pencil box grow? See, when you are keeping the books, they are growing? No, they are not growing. So they don't have life cycle or any growth. But living things has growth or life cycle. Living things has life cycle. Life cycle, no life cycle. Do not have life cycle. So, first one, living things breathe, non-living things cannot breathe. Living things has life cycle, non-living things do not have life cycle. So, this is about the two characteristics or features of the living and non-living things. Next, we'll move to third one, living things feel. Living things feel. See, here they are given the features for the second one, baby, girl, young woman and old woman. In the pictures they are given in the page number 7, that is life cycle, about the life cycle. Next we will go for next feature, that is third feature. I am reading, just you watch the textbook. Living things feel. Living things feel. All living things feel and respond to the environment. Human beings and animals feel through their sense organs like eyes, ears, nose, skin and tongue. We remove our hands quickly when a hot object comes in contact with them. Animals and birds migrate due to change in climatic conditions. Plants shed their leaves in autumn and bear flowers in spring. Have you ever seen your clothes crying when washed? No, this is because non-living things do not have sense organs to feel. Sense organs to feel. That means feeling. What is living things feel? They are given living things feel. So what is the feeling? Feeling means when you touch something, you will observe, sir, it is very nice, sir, it is rough, sir, it is like that. As also when we touch some hot object, what we'll do? Are you keeping the hand on the hot objects? No. Just what we'll do? Just we will remove it. When you eat some sweet, how will say, yes sir, they are very good. When you eat some, what do you call it as salty, you say, ah, it is not good. That means we are feeling. We are feeling the seeing. When you see some object, we will see it and we will feel it. Okay. That means living things feel. Living things feel. Human beings and animals feel through their sense organs. We have the sense organs for feeling. What are the sense organs? Eyes, ears, nose, skin, another one, tongue. These are the sense organs for all the animals. So they feel by these sense organs. By the eyes, we see everything. We see everything. By the ears, we hear the sound. We hear the sound, what who is talking or what we are hearing, everything we find the sounds. Okay. Nose, with the nose, we observe the smell. We observe the smell, what smell is coming, it is good or bad smell. And skin, by the skin we feel hot or cold. Hot or cold. By the tongue we will get the taste, feeling of taste. Okay, this is about the feeling, that means living things feel. I hope you are getting all, and you are watching everything, you are hearing, your nose smell, skin, you feel the hot or cold, your tongue get the taste, anything. So this concludes that living things feel, because we are living things. We are living things, so living things feel by using these five sense organs. Which are the five sense organs? Eyes, ears, nose, skin, tongue. Okay, these are the five sense organs. Okay, here they do not feel. Even when you come to the plants, when you come to the plants shed their leaves in autumn and bear flowers in spring. That means they also feel the weather. They also feel the weather. In the autumn, they shed their leaves. That means all the leaves will fell down, and in the spring they bloom the or bear the flowers. They bear the flowers because they are also living things. Here, no feeling. That means since they don't have sense organs to feel, there is no feeling. No feel. Okay. Because have you ever seen a clothes? Have you seen if you beat this book, it cannot cry. But if you beat you, what will happen? You will cry because you are feeling, but this book cannot feel. If you tear also, it cannot cry. Don't tear the book, okay? Then don't tear the book, but these books, they don't have the feeling. They don't have the feeling. Next, living things require food. Living things require food. Food is essential for all living things to survive and grow. Human beings and animals, human beings and animals depend on plants and other animals for food. Plants make their own food by using air, water, and sunlight. This process is known as photosynthesis. Has your computer ever asked food from you? No, that is because computer is a non-living thing. Non-living things do not need food. Okay, I will explain this one. Food is essential for living things to survive and grow. When you get up in the morning, what you will ask your mommy? Mommy, please give me some milk or coffee or tea, boost, everything. That means you are asking something because you need it. Okay. After that, you take the breakfast. In the afternoon, you take the lunch. In the evening, snacks. In the night, dinner. So you are eating. Okay. That means they need food for growing. For what purpose you are taking the food? For our survival. That means if you want to live, you have to eat the food. Without food, we can't live. Without food, we can't live because food gives us energy. Food gives us energy as well as it helps to grow us. It helps to growing. So plants, all the living things need. All the living things need food for their growing. Human beings and animals depend on plants and other animals for food. What we are depending on? We are all depending on the plants for our food. We are all depending on plants for our food. Plants make their own food. Plants cannot depend on others because they are making their own food by using the sunlight, water, and minerals. Okay, this process is known as photosynthesis. By with the help of the carbon dioxide, they prepare food, that is called as photosynthesis. What is the word? Photosynthesis. So they prepare their own food. Next, is your textbook or your mobile or any computer, they are asking your any food for you? No, that means non-living things don't need the food. Non-living things cannot eat or they don't need the food for their growth because they are not growing. So non-living things do not need food. Non-living things do not need food. Do not need food. That means living things need food, non-living things do not need food. So up to here, I will explain once again. So what are living and non-living things? What are living and non-living things? Things which have life are called as living things. Non-living things, the things which don't have life are called as non-living things. I have explained which are the examples for living and non-living things. Living things, plants, all animals, they are called as living things. The things which don't have life, for example, fan, bench, chair, mobile, computer, okay, bus, lorry, car, all the vehicles and everything comes under these non-living things which don't have life. Which don't have life are called as non-living things. Okay, in non-living things there are two types. One is man-made non-living things, another one natural non-living things. The things which are made by man are called as man-made non-living things. The things which are made by nature are called as natural non-living things. Natural non-living things. Okay, sun, moon are they are all the examples for natural non-living things. Chair, book, pen, pencil, eraser, they are all the man-made non-living things. When you come to futures of living and non-living things breathe. Living things have life cycle. Living things feel through their sense organs like eyes, ears, nose, skin, tongue. They need food for their growth or survival or to live, they need food. When you come to these non-living things, they cannot breathe, do not have a life cycle, they don't have the feeling and they don't have the feel, so do not need food. They do not need food. So this is about this chapter. Up to here we have finished. Okay. In the next class we will continue. Okay. I hope you understand very well. If you have any doubt, please ask in the class. Okay, in the live class. So I hope you understand very well. Thank you very much. Be safe. Thank you.